Tokyo Game Show is just a few weeks away, which means Chapter 5 demo is also a few weeks away. So you might be wondering, Smack, what are we gonna see during this Tokyo game whatever? I got you. There's gonna be a ton of booths and panels from big companies to indie games. But we're gonna focus obviously on Glowstick Entertainment. They all have a booth there for not just Dark Deception Chapter 5, but also Monsters and Mortals and their new game that they're publishing called The House. So The House was already like a game that, had released a few years back. It's getting a sequel that'll be showcased and talked about during the Tokyo Game Show Glowstick Entertainment booth panel. We're gonna have a live stream here where we're gonna talk about it in details. We're gonna be, keeping you guys up to date with everything that we get. Vincent Lewis on their Twitter said, "Thus, Agatha gets another chance to show you all what she can really do." So this half of the video we're gonna be talking about Agatha a little bit. As you guys know, Agatha easily the best Dark Deception character of all time. Objective fact, not subjective at all. There are a lot of reasons for that, but we never got the story of Agatha completely. I mean, we do know how she ended up here, but what's gonna happen afterwards? We never got closure with her. Like, yes, we faced her in her own level in the school, we escaped her, but we never, closed that book. The best is yet to come in Chapter 5 for Agatha, so we're gonna see potentially another mini-boss. There's a very high chance that we're gonna get a mini-boss. The more I see these tweets, the more it seems to me that, just like a few days ago, I made a video talking about Joy Kill and how he is gonna return. Not just Joy Kill, Joy Gang, the entire Joy Gang. Lucky specifically having a boss fight. There's a likely chance that all these characters might have mini-bosses, at least the important ones. Agatha, just like other characters, will also be coming and having...
You idiot! You're honestly an idiot! I don't know what's wrong with you.
So let's talk about Tokyo Game Show a little bit. So House 2, the sequel to The House, which is being published by the freaking Glowstick Entertainment. We're gonna play House 1 here on the channel very soon, so stay tuned for that. As you know, we cover all Glowstick Entertainment things here on the channel. He said that graphic and disturbing content warnings incoming for House 2 teasers. Young children beware. We're finally moving up a little bit. None of that kids shizzle anymore. I mean, still it's young teen, young adults and whatnot, but as for Monsters and Mortals, we're gonna get to learn the new phase of the DLC. We're gonna see new DLCs during the show, the Tokyo Game Show. We're also gonna have a Q&A especially for Tokyo Game Show. That'll be happening on 22nd of September. And finally, let's talk about the freaking Chapter 5 demo. So Vince has confirmed that the Chapter 5 demo that we will be getting is going to be toned down. He said, just a heads up, to avoid spoilers and to safeguard our final chapter's story and mechanics as well until release, I will be showing a very stripped down, bare bone version of Chapter 5's holiday horror at Tokyo Game Show. It'll be still fun though. Now, let's explain it a little bit. He said the items that will be removed. True AI for stalkers. I'll explain each one in just a second. All cutscenes and voiceover dialogues, and key environments tiles related to the story. So, what is he talking about here? He's saying that in order to avoid the story getting spoiled, because as you all know, way before Chapter 4, we had already learned almost everything about Joy Kill, Chapter 4 levels, what's gonna happen after Joy Gang level, that we're gonna lose, how we're gonna get into Barely Buried. Like, if you look at my theory videos, of course, they were not just my theories, they were community theories, but it was so easy to get to the story and understand what's gonna happen before Chapter 4 had even dropped. So, in order to avoid that, he's gonna take away a lot of things away from the demo that'll be showcased in Holiday Horror level during the Tokyo Game Show. So the fans who attended the Tokyo Game Show, they will be playing the game, they will be playing the demo. But if you look at each point, you might understand, what is he talking about? Stalkers? What do you mean by that? Stalkers is one of the many classes of mannequins. So mannequins will have different classes. Each class of mannequins will behave differently. Their AI and mechanic will be different, right? So stalkers is one of them. Their true AI, which is very intense, will be completely removed. So, what is going to be replaced it with? Well, a fan said, I'm assuming the stalkers would have a similar AI to the murder monkeys for this demo, and Vince replied that is a fair assumption. So, they would not be at their completely 100%, so the demo that we're gonna see, just think of it as more of a placeholder AI rather than actual true AI for the stalker mannequins. That's number one. Number two, all cutscenes and voiceover dialogue. So any cutscene, that's pretty obvious, and any voiceover dialogue will be completely removed to avoid stories like Beers is not going to come in and say, you know, do this or do that. Beers is not going to make any comment about the mall or the holiday or whatever theme. Malik is not going to come and say anything. Nothing is going to be said or shown related to that. And finally, key environment tiles related to the story. So let me explain this a little bit. If you go back to chapter 4, there are some things like on the wall or the outside of the JoJo Gang park or inside of the hospital that reveals a little bit more about the nurses, that reveals a little bit more about Malik, that reveals a little bit more about these characters, like in the JoJo Gang level. If you go to that secret room, you see some posters on the wall that explains a little bit about the JoJo Gang characters themselves. Yeah, that's not gonna happen here. Anything that gives away even a little bit of the story, it'll be removed. So if you don't see an asset and you're like, this place looks weird, just know that it has been removed for the sake of the story. So that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Chapter 5 demo, we will be here talking about giving updates on everything that we get from the Tokyo Game Show on both my YouTube and my Twitter socials, so follow me there as well.
God damn!